Today, I welcome all of you to this session. I can venture to say some unique session dealing with the topic of the God without religion. It must be a bit intriguing on the prima facie, but if you analyze and if you go deep of this topic, perhaps we'll come across various points which reconciles various differences among all the sects of all religions all over the globe. Why this topic is essential? Can we separate God and religion? Because most of us are quarreling on the topic of the religion, and probably this God is more or less defined or prayed in different languages, in different conventions by all the religions. Now let us examine. Now Earth is having a population of around 800 crores. Around 800 crores. In these 800 crores of the population, there are different faiths, different ways, and different religions all over the world. Say Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrian. There are so many religions out there. Okay, all people praise God. Why? This God has become for some time a necessity for the person to take a solace. Now let us go back the history of this religion, because the history of the religion has a beginning. It is not eternal like the God. This religion started sometime before even this man existed on the planet Earth. That means this God has been existing all times, but the religion has coming into existence in between. Our Earth, according to science, is having a life of the 330 crores of years. 330 crores. In this 330 crores, how this evolution has come? There is sun. From the sun, so many pieces have come out of the sun, some billions and trillions of years, and these pieces have been formed into the planets moving around the sun's gravitational force. So in the beginning, the birth of our planet Earth, say this 330 crores, this planet Earth was not habitant for the human life, for that matter, any existence at all, because it's full of a fire like sun, and nobody can survive in that fire. And some crores of years, say after crores of years, this Earth has cooled down. It has formed into shape of the so many mountains, hills, and today what we are witnessing is Earth, the surface of the Earth. From these, what happened? Certain gases have come into existence, like hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and so many gases have come to existence. From that, these water molecules have formed, water has come. So after Earth, this water has come into existence, which have become like a ocean or some rivers or some lakes. Again, from this ocean, this what we call this one cell, what we call this phylum protozoa or something like, only one cell life has started, like protozoa. From that, a lot of evolution has come. One has become many. One has become many. This one has become many, and so many. From that, one, two, different ocean species have come. From that, some amphibians have come. From that, a lot of existence. Finally, some trees, plants, and again this existence have come. Again, amidst this man got an evolution from the formation of the apes and say chimpanzees or something like that. This man has come evolution. This is basically acceptable the theory of this science universally. That means in the very beginning, say in the very primitive state of this human world, there was no language. I remember what once Plato said, the most ancient communication of this planet Earth is only to tell yes or no. Yes or no. Only that. From this this is the most ancient communication. Again, Plato added, to say that yes or no, even today, a man requires the highest wisdom. Okay, let us not deviate the topic. Now, coming back, that means this human existence has started some crores of years before. That means then there was no proper languages, no communication systems, no understandings, and people used to live in groups and groups for their self-security in order to encounter some, what you call, some wars or something, even from animals or from other races, like that they used to. From that, a communication has come from a daily life, from yes, no to slowly it has come. And at that time, who was the gods? Because we all believe that God has existed all times. He lived yesterday, he is living today, he is going to live tomorrow. So, in the very beginning of this human evolution, there is also God. Then, basically, if you apply the logic, in the beginning, perhaps at that time, God has become necessary. Why? A man has faced uncertainty, insecurity, and he had to live and encounter the fear. So for that, what happened? And also, there will be inter and intra fights and wars used to happen. And we all know the success and failure is not in the hands, that is the man's observation. So in order to overcome certain barriers, it is probable that man must have invented this God, basically, for a solace. If some difficulty comes, you need to have some solace, you need to have some vent. It is probable. All things, even from old times, even today, many things are being attributed to this unknown. This is something like a suspense account in accounts. What we do not know, we just push in suspense account. Like that, in good old days also, whatever we do not know and whatever we do not have answer, either from the nature or logically or from scientifically, everything is attributed to this God. Okay? So, like this, the God existence has come as a need for the human being. Fine. And over a period of the time, and over our evolutions, of course, there is a transformation of the thought and understanding about the God. And why this has come, different transformations have come, because all over the globe, there are different races over centuries, and all over the world, and there are different races and living styles adopted according to the geo conditions also, like that. Accordingly, this thought process and accordingly everything underwent a transformation, and like that slowly different faiths have started, different practices have started. Sometimes religion and religious gurus have also come to existence, to acquire the power or to help the king to promote his power, sometimes by spreading superstition also and the fear among the races who are the ignorant. Like that, God's existence has become. Good. In order to have the better understanding and analysis of these concepts of God without religion, let us conceive the idea of the age of this earth and its evolution. This earth was born from sun about 330 crores of years. The age of the earth is 330 crores of years. In this, let us say the evolution of the man has started, even according to the science, say 10,000 years, 1 lakh years, or at the most, even before dinosaurs consider 1 crore of the years. Let us call it 1 crore. This 1 crore of years onwards only, the evolution of the man from the various life and into apes, chimpanzees, and gorillas has started. And what about this prehistoric time of this man evolution, say 329 crores of years? This man has not existed, and this the thought or concept, the belief of religion has not at all existed. That means the God has existed, for that matter, even before this 330 crores years of the earth also, because all these planets have emerged only from the sun. And the sun is, let us not discuss here, and it will be mind blowing for us. So therefore, before this man, there was no religion, although God existed. Therefore, the history of the religion is a syringe drop of a water. It is an iota of the galaxies. Therefore, if you think from this broader perspective, religion is only some flash in the history of the mankind. Let us take the facts of this religion. There existed a time before Prophet Muhammad, before Jesus Christ, before Buddha, and before Ram and Krishna of Hinduism, and before all the gods by name or by form or by definition, what we call, some time has existed. That means this God has been pre-existence before this religion. So, God and religion can be separated, and we can adopt a transcendental thinking. And we can review our thought process. Because basically, religion is nothing but a syllabus of the family, or religion is nothing but a habit acquired from the family. Hindu is born in a Hindu family, and he starts believing that Hinduism, and similarly Islam, Christianity, Buddha, like that. Because basically it comes a family habit. It is a family habit, and it is a syllabus of the family. Accordingly, everybody is imbibed, like his race, mother tongue, everything. Religion is acquired from the by birth. But in this religion, many people, by practicing, many people are becoming dogmatic, and there are a lot of what you call disputes, quarrels, and wars are going. So this has to be shut down. Now we all will agree, God and religion are two different subjects. They need not necessarily be what you call correlated. And religion is a method and means to understand the God according to the every religion. Or religion has adopted its own prayers and means for all its followers to accomplish or to reach, understand the God. So that is why. That means there is one God and there are different paths. For example, there is a river. A river has to be crossed by a small boat. Okay, small boat, one. But one can also cross the stream individually. But they are like a Jesus Christ or Buddha or some exceptional personalities. Only, but a group of the people have to be carried in a boat. That is called a religion. Maybe that is called Hindu boat, a Christian boat, Islam boat, and Buddhist boat. Like that, everyone, it is a carrier to take all the people, group of the people, to other banks. That is called the God. Now, one more thing, very importantly, if God has existed, He should be equal. I think we must all accept God has. Why? Best example of God is the rainfall. The rain falls on everybody, on all religions, and on all faiths, and even on atheists and non-atheists also. And rain has no discrimination, it can never understand. Similarly, the rain falls in great lakes and also rivers and also in drainages also. So if at all God has existed, He is equal. Perhaps He may not understanding our languages. Probably He may understand our feelings. And these feelings are the universal. The pain, the suffering, anguish, they don't have different languages. They have one language, universal languages. Perhaps if at all God has been existing, He must be feeling our feelings, and our feelings conveyed through our prayers. So finally, in order to proceed further, this to have what call a more rationalized thinking, can we adopt a transcendental thinking by separating God and religion and introspect once again? Because probably this may enable us to have a broader vision and what you call some insight and in-depth analysis to develop not only a tolerance but also love and respect for other religions. So we will deal this subject in coming sessions, and by dealing so many religions and various ways on the positive side only. This channel is not aimed to criticize anyone, but there is a common current among all the religions. This common current aspect will try to deal, enlarge our positive understanding. Thank you.